Welcome to Grade 4 English Language Arts. In this unit, we'll embark on an exciting journey to become stronger, more confident readers. Over the next 4 weeks, you'll build your reading stamina and dive deep into the world of stories. We'll explore how to read for longer periods, understand what makes a story engaging, and learn to talk about what we read in new ways. Whether you love adventure tales or funny stories, this unit will help you discover new favorites and sharpen your reading skills. Let's get started and see what's in store for Unit 1. This unit is all about building reading stamina and understanding story elements. You'll practice reading independently every day, learning to stay focused and enjoy books for longer stretches. We'll also break down the key parts of a story, like characters, setting, and plot, and see how they work together to create meaning. By the end of these 4 weeks, you'll be able to identify and describe story elements in detail, summarize stories, and explain your thinking using evidence from the text. These skills will help you become a thoughtful, independent reader. One of the first things we'll focus on is identifying and describing characters. Characters are the people or animals in a story who drive the action and make choices. We'll learn how to look for details about what characters say, do, and feel. By paying close attention, you'll be able to describe characters in depth and explain how they change throughout the story. Understanding characters helps us connect with the story and make predictions about what might happen next. Next, we'll explore the setting of a story. The setting tells us where and when a story takes place. It can be a real place, like a school or city, or an imaginary world. By noticing clues in the text, you'll learn to describe settings in detail and explain how they affect the characters and plot. Sometimes, the setting can even feel like another character in the story. Understanding the setting helps us picture the story in our minds and makes reading more enjoyable. The plot is the sequence of events that make up a story, including the central problem and how it's solved. We'll practice summarizing stories by focusing on the most important events and the main problem and solution. Along the way, we'll also talk about the theme, the big idea or lesson the author wants us to learn. By understanding plot and theme, you'll be able to explain what a story is really about and why it matters. A big part of this unit is learning to use details and examples from the text to explain your ideas. When you make an inference or answer a question, it's important to show where you found your answer in the story. We'll practice citing evidence by looking back at the text and quoting or describing specific parts. This skill helps you become a stronger reader and thinker, and it's something you'll use in all your subjects. Reading fluency means reading smoothly, accurately, and with expression. In this unit, you'll practice reading aloud at an appropriate rate, paying attention to punctuation, and using your voice to show meaning. We'll have short mini-lessons on decoding multisyllabic words and understanding word parts, which will help you read more challenging texts. As your fluency improves, you'll find it easier to understand and enjoy what you read. Every day, you'll have time for independent reading and writing in your response journal. You'll focus on describing characters and settings and reflecting on what you read. We'll also work in small guided reading groups, where you'll get to practice finding evidence and making inferences with your classmates. These routines will help you build good reading habits and give you lots of chances to practice new skills. By the end of Unit 1, you'll have built stronger reading habits and learned how to dig deeper into stories. You'll be able to identify and describe characters, settings, and plots, use evidence to explain your thinking, and read aloud with confidence. These skills will set you up for success in the rest of the year. Keep practicing, stay curious, and get ready for even more reading adventures in the next unit.